start with you and GP. You heard me, GP? All right.
Wouldn't you like to be a D nigga too? And do what the D niggas do. Walk in a D nigga's shoes. If you think that you know, you ain't even got a clue. I'm a D nigga. Wouldn't you like to be a D nigga too? And do what the D niggas do. Walk in a D nigga's shoes. If you think that you know.
Yo, what up, though? Welcome back. Another episode of the Checkup Boys. We in the building tonight. You got your man GP in here. I got my man Black Tone in the building with me tonight.
What up, dude?
And that nigga Meech is MIA.
Literally and figuratively.
Literally and figuratively, he is in MIA. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying himself on Collins, looking at the palm trees and shit. But in his absence, though, we got some people that's gonna help us get through the show. The one and only our sister, Miss Keisha, the beautiful Keisha is in here with us tonight.
What up, though?
That's Keisha.
And we got a guest, her first time on the show with us, but she is instantly family already.
Aw,
the one, the only, Amber Ewing, the comedian.
Hey, everybody.
She gonna add some comedy to the show tonight, or some controversy. Whichever way it goes, it's gonna be a good show.
It's past my bedtime.
Oh yeah, Amber say she usually be in the bed by this time.
She sound like Sean P when we used to be doing the sex talk show. He like, man,
I'm gonna make it though. We gonna make it.
Man, what's going on with you, Tom? You good today?
I'm good, man. You know, breathing.
Ladies, how was y'all week?
Amazing.
Damn, don't even elaborate. Just stop right there.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Why you not scared?
Listen, bro, when she says shit like that, I get nervous.
Listen.
Why?
You can't even be like, dog, what you doing up? Dog, that motherfucker gonna go. She gonna hit the go button, dog.
Trying
Right.
to go.
You ain't
God
never
damn
lied.
it, big.
This is the
fat.
second night during the week you done had me out past my bedtime.
It's gonna be more nights.
Oh no,
It's
we gonna-
Friday, though.
Damn, right. It's
What,
the
you
end
got
of the
church
week.
in the morning?
I have a 6-year-old,
Okay.
and she go to bed. When she go to bed,
You
I'm
go
gonna
to
just
bed.
go on ahead and go to bed.
Facts.
Oh, okay.
I do try to stay up and hang with the big dogs, but about 9 o'clock,
It don't always work out.
it never works out.
Never.
It never works out.
So we got about a good 29 minutes of energy out of you.
Yup, let's do it. Let's get to the topic.
Okay, let's get to it then.
Because when Keisha was like, it's at 8 o'clock, I'm like, 8 o'clock? Right?
Damn.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Don't act like that, okay? Don't
It's
act like
cool.
that.
It's all right.
We just gonna get to it, so we won't even, you know.
Tom, what you want to talk about tonight, man?
Man, picture me paying for the P when the D is free, man. We all gonna pay if you dealing with me. You pay, I pay, we pay.
Ain't no broke bitch
Ain't
energy
no-
over here.
You feel me?
Listen, it been a long time since I dealt with a motherfucker that can't do for her own. Even if she ain't got to, I don't even want nothing that can't do what, you know what I'm saying?
But why dick ain't free time?
Why dick ain't free? Cause that's the best part of playing with that pussy. Y'all can't. The rose is only gonna do so much till it desensitize y'all.
You
This out there.
you
Listen,
fucking up your nerves.
I can't even speak for all D's, but this D, it brings something to the table, and it ain't for free.
This
Okay.
D is the prize.
Say who?
It says me and her.
And her.
Allegedly.
See,
You know, let me give me a sip of water. It got warm in here.
Like,
but that's the same thing. I can ask you. I need to know the same question. Why is Why is the P? Why
should I
the
pay
pussy
for it?
free? Why the pussy got to be paid for?
Well, let's just get biblical. Based on the Bible, a man is supposed to be the provider, so you should provide for me.
I'm providing a service.
No,
Right.
No.
I'm still providing.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear this. Get your quote out.
So, because you're supposed to be a provider, it's natural that you should pay, but not necessarily paying for pussy. You paying for time, you paying for a meal, you paying for your clothes wash, you paying for a lot of things. But if you,
Why am I paying for clothes and they shouldn't even be on while we doing what I'm?
I mean, like if you dealing with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You might be like, baby, can you wash my clothes? Yeah.
But if I
Okay, you did.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No,
Just
but
think about it. Every time
that's
you
a service though.
Yeah, but
I mean,
think about it.
that's-
Every time you take a girl out, right? Just say your expectation is really to get some pussy when you leave. Especially if you take her like Ocean Prime, Rue Christian.
That's
like,
why I don't go out.
Your expectation is to get some pussy when you
no,
spend all this money.
I ain't gonna say that though.
Especially if you done
Okay.
spent $200-300
So
on a meal, you like this
And
bitch
see,
better be fucking.
that's when you speaking on somebody like a first date. Now, usually, if you've been dating, because this correlates with relationships too.
It does.
Now, if we go on the Ocean Prime, I might not. If we locked in and we've been dealing with each other for so long, we might go get something to eat and go chill and put a movie on, fall asleep.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
That's why we don't do good as people, y'all.
Why?
We got to change the narrative about how we loving each other. That's why I said my opinion not going to be the best. But I tune out. I tune out every time. Even when I scroll through my Facebook and I see those memes about what you bring to the table. I got a job. I got a car. Yeah, you should. You should have all those things.
Right. That's regular
I
everyday
take
shit.
care of my kids. So why is it that we, as a people, always got to say, well, what he bring to the table? And I get it. When you out dating and doing your thing, you don't want to date somebody broke. But when it's time to settle down, that shouldn't be your first thought. Like, what is this person bringing to the table? Because let me tell you something. What if what they bring to the table is gone? He gone too? She gone too?
Well, what if this person? Well, I only reason I disagree with not worrying about what someone brings to let's take the table off, but what someone's bringing to the relationship. What if they bring nothing but negativity? We're all getting to know each other.
So are we saying, that's two different things. Are we saying materialistically, or are we saying, because I agree, we need to know up front what mental illnesses we have, because we ain't trying to mix up medication.
Facts.
So we need to know that part.
Facts. But see, the reason me and G and Metron was talking about this, the whole topic come from like certain people, I don't want to just say certain women, because like you said, there's some guys out here like that too.
Yeah.
But certain women only, I ain't fuck with that nigga unless what he got, what he doing for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I brought it up because we can argue that same narrative. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just what she bring to the table, because without this nigga
But it shouldn't
piece
even
of
be
the
an
puzzle-
argument.
It shouldn't be.
Well,
That's
a
no,
debate.
I'm not even saying that
Yeah.
though. But with black love, and for us, we act like we are each other's enemies, and so we start with, well, that nigga ain't got shit, or that bitch she on well, she ain't got shit, she always in my pocket, and it's like, for what?
Which goes to my point. The people that talk and speak on that, not looking for love, they desensitized to love. Love don't
I'm
even matter.
desensitized then.
We know that
But
already.
that's why
Love
I
is
said
not even
no.
a
But
topic
see,
when they
but
thinking
I
like that.
feel like Keisha, you can turn it on and off.
Yeah, but this is my thing. At this point, at 42, you got to bring something to the table, because I'm not in a build-a-bear nigga relationship. I'm not. You can be refocusing. You might be trying to go to the next level of your life. I'm cool with that. But if you broke and you ain't did nothing with yourself, you ain't got a job.
Oh, that's another story.
Like,
You shouldn't
Yeah, that's
even.
something
You
different.
shouldn't even entertain that.
Yeah,
But
you
I'm
can't.
saying once you meet somebody and you like, okay, we on the same level. But then I know some women who have dated a guy and they was on the same level, and it was kind of like, he just ain't really got. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
So this is my question. What is the first thing y'all look at when y'all meeting and mingling? Like, what do y'all pay attention to?
I
So
pay
if a guy
attention
if he come up to you with some worn down shoes, do you entertain this conversation?
So for me, I look at the way he carry himself.
Okay.
Like, is he confident? And it's confident doesn't have nothing to do with what you got on, your jewelry, your clothes.
Y'all, I'm
It could be
having a hot
somebody else
flash.
shit.
Lord Jesus, I'm having a hot flash. It's so hot.
Because all that could be somebody else shit.
Yeah.
Take your jacket off.
Oh, come see. You're not just a pretty face.
No,
Don't
and
let
thank
nobody-
you, by the way.
She called you.
That
She called
just
you.
cost you. That cost her.
She just called you a smart bimbo.
Look,
She like you.
look.
You more than just eye candy
Not
to
I'm
her.
a cute blonde.
But no, like I do definitely look at.
Oh, look at
I look at his feet first. I do. An older woman told me in my 20s. She was like,
You look at his feet for what? The size or what kind of shoes he
"No,
got
I
on?
like little dicks. Y'all know that."
I forgot. Never mind.
Y'all
This
already-
girl here.
I'm gonna tell y'all, shoe size don't even matter. It's the hands.
No, I'm gonna tell you. For me, I look at their shoes because if your shoes look cheap or raggedy, you probably living cheap and raggedy because your feet is the
What
first
if
thing.
he just got off work?
Who going out just off of work? I mean, like not to where I would go. Let me rephrase that. Not to where I'm going.
But
No.
What if he was?
You
What
look-
if he?
you look-
What
you
if he
straight. I'm
owned a
talking about
construction
business.
company and he was working and he?
And you ain't care enough to present yourself, then that goes with my confidence. You got to care about what you look like when you step out the house.
But if
That's me.
but if I'm that confident, I feel like I can step out in whatever.
That part.
Yeah, confidence goes a long way. And I do watch who, like if you a 45 plus year old guy and all I see is you in the face of little 20-year-olds, I'm not dealing with it. I pay attention to like how you maneuver. Or if you a dude that you like, I can tell you the little fella and you grown. Or the
You
20.
got a lot going on, girl. What else?
Not
So
because
how do you decide who's the little fella?
like
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the little fella is normally I call him the professional homeboy. Like your boy might have bought a bottle or bought drinks and you grabbing it in the picture, you clout chasing a dick riding off of him. Like you the little fella, like you acting like it's your money and the man.
Damn.
No, like just be normal. I hate when dudes be in the bar doing the extra stuff. That's another thing. When you too extra, you just got to show I got money. You putting your money in the air. I be like, yeah, that's all he got. Ain't nothing in his bank account because he too happy to show it.
Them the niggas that's paying for the pee.
Yeah, that's
That
definitely them.
that 45-year-old nigga who is in that 20-year-old girl face, he flaunting his money to that little young
But that's
girl.
the
Yeah.
people we
Also-
need to be happy.
But
Ask these
some,
questions.
I
to.
will say this
Right, there
to
it is.
some of my big homies, like, you know, that was out here like eating in the world. Like one of my big homies told me he paid for it because he don't have time to sit down and get to meet and mingle and talk. So
There's
he
some
let his
guys out
money
there.
talk.
There's some guys out there that just
And,
get straight to
and he was married, so he ain't got time to be. You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
I do know a guy, I a friend, but like he came on me and he was like, he wanted, we friends, but he wanted to mess around, and he like, I pay for pussy. He was like, if I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna make sure you good. And some guys out
Where
here
did
that
y'all
just,
meet these people?
like, and he was just straight
You
up
know,
about
son, they just ain't
it.
saying it out
Yeah,
loud.
he was
they
like,
ain't cracked into you like that
yeah,
shit.
he was straight up about it. Like,
They don't want you to read them scriptures to them.
it's
I'm
definitely
just
guys
playing.
out here to be like, like they
No.
said, he ain't got the time. He ain't got time to be trying to run a game. He ain't got time to get to know you. He just want to get what he want to get. And most times, guys can look at a female and tell that's what's all she about.
Man,
you can tell a
listen.
city girl. Most guys can tell a city girl.
She for the streets, as they say.
I got
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
little paranoid way of thinking, right? So rest in peace to my cousin. We used to be hustling out of town. So what we would do, he had to go home. So whoever I had coming to see me, I would give them his room number. So for them to meet me in that room, and then I'd take them down to my room because I could monitor what they do on their phone. Like after he done fucking like, but this is how I used to think. I'm like, if I tell her off rip my room number, because we was hustling in the city, like city niggas not liked in a lot of cities. So where we at, I don't know what type of time she on. So I would send her there because I know ain't nobody gonna be in this room.
Right.
My room might be across the hall next door. So even if a nigga kicking that door, I know, bitch, you did it. Now you ain't leaving this room. You hear? But that's how I used
That's
to think.
not too much. That's too much.
Is it? But it's if
That just sounds so involved.
If that's involved with the type of lifestyle you live in, you just got to play it how you play it.
That
But
just sounds
that
so
was but that was smart.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how
cause I know dudes that didn't got set up, house didn't get kicked in, cause
Plenty of them.
and then it'd be like the young, like that's what I tell my one cousin. He messed with young girls. I'm like, you gotta watch out for them because they'll set you up in a heartbeat.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared of these young girls.
Man, when I see a dude that mess with young girls, I be like, I'm straight. These little young girls look too much for
But
me.
see, y'all
They
giving,
popping perks and
y'all
everything else.
Y'all giving too much credit in one genre. It's a set up woman in every
Oh,
day,
yeah,
shape,
yeah.
and size.
We know
Listen,
that.
Listen, the young ones are the sloppiest though.
Wait,
Them
what we talking
old
about
ones-
now?
Them old ones will have you.
Them old ones-
You won't even know it's coming till it's too late.
Then listen, while you and that motherfucker paying for the P or she paying for the D, She done made you a full course meal, but them boys been laying in the backyard
Yeah.
since you got
Now
there.
them old ones, they paying for the D to set it up.
Oh man.
I mean,
They laying in wait.
it's a think about it. What's that show on BET? BET. What's All Queens Men? How the lady and
Oh,
I know
yeah.
guys that women take care of them from their house, their car note.
I seen commercials. I
Clothes.
ain't never watched.
I ain't never watched the show neither.
But even in real life, like I know, like my cousin had his hoes being friends, and they was all taking care of him. Like
Yeah,
they would hang
dancer
out
or
together.
something?
No, my cousin just a regular nigga with game.
Oh, okay.
And he would have them, all three of them, like they hanging out with each other. They all bad. They taking care of him and his mama.
Oh, that nigga a pimp.
I like cousin. I don't even know the nigga.
I mean, sometimes if you
alright.
find the right group of little low self-esteem females,
But
it
that's
works
the
out.
Well, do you think self-esteem play a role?
What?
Man.
Okay, so the reason I'm asking
What you mean?
because
What you
because
mean?
you have
For the
something-
women?
Yeah.
What?
So
What
it's
do you
not
think
it's
it
not
is?
self-esteem when a man just cashing out, but it's self-esteem
I think
when a
that too.
woman.
I think that about a
Okay.
man too. I
Okay.
think sometimes, and what I noticed is either hot boys with a lot of money that don't matter, like you say, paying like just because it's convenient. Then there's guys who know they don't look or bring as much to the table or not attractive. They're gonna want to pay. They're gonna buy your attention. Like I had a dude cash apping me for 2 years in my, like I had put up my in 2019, my birthday. I put like my cash app. And every time I would go out, I go out of town, he was cash apping me. And like I went through and I was like, dang, let me give him some love. And he did this shit for 2 years. Let me give him some attention now. Like
Right.
he wasn't the best looking, but he got my attention because he kept, I mean, anytime I be out, he'd be like, cash app.
So he was down. He was putting a down payment on the fee.
Where these people? Where do
Basically.
these people? Where
Did
y'all?
he get
Where do
the-
these
did he
people?
get the-
Be at?
You be in the bed, Amber. That's when we in the streets. You in the bed. You can't meet them at home.
I be at Target. I do go to Target. If I'm at Target.
No, they ain't that. You gotta go to Walmart.
Oh,
They ain't at
well,
Target.
I be getting in and out of Walmart. I don't even
Yeah,
looking around.
You'll be surprised.
G, what you think about it? What you think about it?
What?
Is it a one-sided thing?
Hell, fuck no. I believe that you pay. I believe everybody paying for everything.
everybody paying for something.
Like I said, if it's putting gas in the car, or if I take you out to eat or something like that, I'm paying.
Yeah.
I'm coming out some money. And in some cases, not all, but in some cases, like he said, I'm not pretty expecting, but I might be hoping. Like shit, we didn't have a good night. I
ain't gonna lie.
I hope at the end of this night it go down.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm like first dating and meeting them and kicking it with a person, I'm not trying to woe them with no bread. I don't give a fuck what. I feel like
I
I'm
ain't never
confident-
trying to woe you.
Right. No, I'm just saying in general. I'm confident enough that if we gonna gel and our chemistry gonna gel, I don't need to be spending no money. Like, of
But-
course we gonna go out, like you say, eat and kick it like that. That's just the.
But
that's
see,
just the
a
shit
first
people do.
date, if you really were trying to see where a motherfucker head at, let's go get some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a walk down there on the river walk right quick.
Be there, and
You know what I'm
Keisha be
saying?
like, "Bitch, you so broke. I'm not going on."
No, I'm an outdoorsy
So
person. I love being outdoors.
The big joke with girl B, because our first time going out, we went out to eat on my birthday. I'm like, dog, you made me pay on my birthday, dog. So we've been joking about that for
Right.
years. Like, how the fuck you make me pay? You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers like, nigga, I'm paying this year. Like, so, but it's a joke, like, because I know if I ask, like, that's another thing that I don't like in certain women. Not on, what you doing today? Nothing. Let's go out to eat. We go out to eat, and when the bill come, you looking for the nigga to pay. You asked to go out to eat.
So look,
It's up.
me and one of my little homies, we had a thing though. We used to go out to eat, and when the waiter come or waitress come with the bill, whoever the waitress or waiter set the bill at in front of whoever, that's who paid the bill. That was the little thing we had. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me ask y'all this. So I have a friend. She's a judge, and she met her husband. Her husband is not equally paid. He doesn't have the same type of job as she does. But they met. They went out. It was a blind date. They went to an expensive restaurant because she's a judge. Well, at the time she wasn't a judge. She was a lawyer.
She picked the restaurant.
I don't know that detail.
Okay.
So they get there. It's an expense. She knows his job description. She knows what he does. And so they get there. They go to the restaurant. They eat. They order whatever, reasonable amount of food, which
Right.
entree. But she didn't go, out the way. So the bill came, and he went to go pay, and she pulled out a Groupon for 50% off. And he told her that was the reason why he married her.
Listen.
Because she
was considerate.
She was considerate. She pulled out that Groupon like, let's do this. And he was like,
I wouldn't even hip the Groupon, but when I got hip, I'm like, for real? But like, I'm not gonna be like,
would y'all be like, oh shit?
I'd have been like, that was what's up.
It wouldn't have blew my socks off, but I'd have been like, you know what, that's some real shit.
It definitely would have wowed me. I ain't gonna lie.
See, thank you. Y'all want women to...
So that would have floored you if she put out a Groupon.
That would have floored me because you know why? She was thinking past this nigga about to pay this bill, whether he get a discount or not. Let me help you keep some money in your pocket.
I would have been very appreciative, but I wouldn't have been. Oh my God. Ooh, you're the one right now.
Have to do that, but
he said that's why he married that girl, though.
Yeah, that's what made him further date with her. Like,
no, that man said that's what made him marry her.
This is a blind date. He might have said, "Oh, I'm sorry." He might have been like, "Oh yeah, I'm giving her some." Like, you know how they be like.
You just gave us. I mean, I wasn't floored. I mean, it was a nice gesture.
But
listen, my views ain't the popular view either.
Look. So you know how you go on a date and you give the lady have a good time. She thinking ahead like, oh, I'm fucking him tonight. He probably like, oh, she can get it tonight.
Right.
That's like I tell people when I'm like I'm dating. I'm like we're dating each other. That means I take you out, you take me out. Like we're dating each other.
Right.
Just like you want to get to know me. If I decide we're gonna date, I'm gonna get to know you as well. And I'm gonna be like, okay, let's go here. I got it.
There's a lot of women. There's a lot of women that don't want to date each other. Go ahead. What's up? You on live with the Checkup Boys? Who this?
What up, though?
What up,
though? It's the long lost host of the show.
Missing in action, man.
That nigga is MIA literally.
Literally. Yeah. That nigga's drinking a mojito.
What up, Meech?
No, I've been, what up, though, Keith? I'm drinking what we drink, nigga. I'm on Julio and Neo.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Still do what we do, man. Where we at in the world, man.
What you think on the topic today, brother?
I feel it both ways, man, because I feel it like, all right, why is we looking for a woman to be doing this and a woman to be doing this and that if y'all feel each other? You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, why we ain't working on each other? Like, if it's a relationship, I ain't really tripping on what she got and what I got. Like, if I'm feeling her like that, like, shit gonna still work, right?
True.
Yeah.
Like, so we'll make it happen how it make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it really ain't a big deal. So you shouldn't be paying for P, and he shouldn't be doing nothing either. Like, we should be working. That's what make the sex great. When y'all ain't working about none of that.
Okay, so let me reword it then. Okay, so we not focused on paying for the P and paying for the D, but the fact that you giving the D and she giving you the P, y'all are still exchanging gifts. Is that not still in the same, like, we just ain't making it, you gotta buy this, I gotta buy this, but we all still exchanging and looking out.
Because if you start looking at it one way or the other, then
it become that.
Right. It become more of a transaction.
Because this is what y'all looking for.
At it like, I want to pay for the P or she should be paying for the D. Like, I'm looking for the connection.
Right.
The connection there, like, shit, we on.
Do you agree or disagree that it's a lot of that going on? What this nigga gonna pay?
Oh no, it's a lot of that because it's social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Social media put it out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I agree.
You go down your timeline and you know what I'm saying? You would see something and be like, well, damn, like, it looked like you should be paying for this. Like, it don't look like she could put a fucking rain jacket on without showing her ass and still look good. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the connection part about it.
Y'all know.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I want to talk to her. Her face and her body posture alone. She got character.
Y'all know what a pet peeve of mine is? When you kicking it with a female and she like, yeah, this one thing I talked to, he got money or whatever, but like, what the fuck?
Like, why do I give a fuck about that?
No, I'm gonna tell you my pet peeve. My pet peeve is when I'm out and I see a chick ask a dude to buy her drink. That's my pet peeve. Like I hate
and that
that bothers my soul for a chick to ask.
But if you gotta ask that man to buy you a drink, where's your self esteem at though? You know what I'm saying?
First of all, I ain't gonna.
And that's not a real dude. If a dude feeling you, he gonna buy the drink.
He's gonna offer it.
If he's a real nigga,
He's gonna offer it, and then it's like you came in here broke. Like I don't even
like you.
Yeah, I don't even want no guy to think I came somewhere and I can't afford to drink myself.
I hate a female that come to the bar without nothing and thinking they gonna leave drunk.
But see, that's one of the flaws in our crew though. One of the flaws in our crew. When we go to the bar, we buy.
It's open season.
Yeah, so you don't know who there just to drink or what, because we buy the bottle. We don't buy the shots.
Exactly,
Right.
bro. Like, we're not even looking at who, what, like
who did what.
A whole nother nigga over there.
But see, and then that's another thing though. Like, for most dudes, they come in, they trying to floss their money in the bar and they doing this and doing it. But that's just who we are. That's natural for our crew. Like when we walk in, hey, let me get a bottle with the Don Julio. You know what I'm saying? And we shooting shots out of the bottle or taking this.
But y'all doing that for y'all. Like when females do that and go up to a dude and be like, "You talking to her? So you gonna give me a drink?" Like,
yeah, I don't like.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this: how would y'all feel if y'all in the bar, y'all in there with y'all girls? Say y'all two in the bar, right? And a dude see.
We were just there.
Literally. So a dude is attracted to one of y'all, and he's seeing one of y'all to drink, but not the other one.
It ain't a problem for me because it happen all the time. Like, I mean, especially because I'm out a lot, and then somebody might not know, and I ain't tripping. Like, I don't expect you to get everybody a drink. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's not the expectation. Because if my girl get a drink and I don't, I'm not tripping.
And 9 times out of 10, I'll be like, "Girl, you want this?"
I ain't
the
tripping.
dude that's doing that for real, he got his eye on one girl. Like if he started buying drinks for everybody, like how do she feel special in his eyes?
That one guy bought us a whole round.
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense though, Meech.
Same time, like nigga, I like her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on, like you feel me?
If I'm on the dating scene and I'm dating and I'm trying to get on a female and her girl there, I'm gonna ask her what her and her girl drinking.
And I think that's nice, but I mean, we cannot pigeonhole every guy and every girl into one thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't think it's bad.
I don't think he can hear us.
Oh,
can he hear us?
Yeah, he can hear us.
Go ahead.
But yeah, it ain't.
A dude might be just buying a drink for her because the connection is with him and her.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You really can't knock him for doing that.
Exactly. It ain't a wrong or a right.
Yeah, how we move, we're going to buy a drink for her girl so she can get the fuck on. Like, she can maintain her business and she ain't trying to drink what you drinking type shit. But the dude got the connection with her. Like, it ain't about you. Like, yeah, we gonna buy the drink just because this is how we move. Here, it ain't nothing to us.
Right.
No, I gotta share a story.
That is something too.
Oh,
you
shit.
want to get the drink for the girl.
Put a disclaimer on it.
Right.
That's true.
Keish got an alleged story.
Yeah, Keish got a story that's allegedly.
So I was out the other day, right? So me and my homeboy, and he's gay, right? So I see another one of my homeboys. He like, "What you drinking?" So I'm like, "Give me a blow pop." My gay homeboy like, "Give me one too." I have never been so and then I'm like, okay. And
Valley.
Yeah. So then my homeboy that was giving me the drink, he ignored him, then he said it again. And I'm like, I am so embarrassed. Then he came back to the table with my drink, and my homeboy was like, "Yeah, that tastes good, give me one." My other homeboy that bought the drink was like, "No." And I'm like, I had to tell him, I said, first of all, I know, we're living in a different climate where gay is acceptable. It is. But it's still kind of classless to ask another grown man that you can still try to talk to me for a drink.
And I think dog that bought you the drink did very good.
He did. He held his restraint.
A whole lot of shit like, nigga, fuck you, nigga, who is you? Like,
that could have escalated.
That's what I'm saying. He was a daughter about it like a motherfucker. Because the way you said that he said, "Bring me one too," that probably would grind in my gears. Because for one, you yelling it. Wait a minute, my nigga.
Right.
I was sitting there.
We know how Tony gonna take this.
Listen, I was so embarrassed. I killed my shot and left. That's how embarrassed I was.
Oh, no.
Okay. This conversation just took a left. Shout out to Dog, man, and everything.
Dog was a real man about his situation, though.
Hey, out of here on that one. Shout out to Keith, man. Everybody got in the studio, man. I'm fucking with it.
Have fun,
all right,
bro.
man. Have fun. Don't turn it up down there.
Yes, sir.
I need a vacation too, man.
I just think certain shit, and then like certain people overdo it, and that's the saying. Like that's even crazy. Like this a whole nother nigga. Like okay, you gave it, you a man at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What even made you even? Fuck all that flamboyant bullshit shit. Like no diss to nobody that's go whichever way they go, but like how did you go to sleep at night? Like damn, not only was I a nigga, I begged another nigga, and I was out of line like a motherfucker.
I feel like if he has no problem with another man doing certain things to him, he has no problem with asking another man for a drink.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That man wasn't there for him. That man was there.
I understand, but I'm just saying, you trying to question, like, I can't believe he woke, but
it's the same as you not being able to believe that some shit that some women ask, like, damn, I can't
But
believe her girl.
then the drink he asked for. Listen, if we at the bar, me and my fellas,
it was a blow pop.
and I listen, if I'm at the bar with my fellas,
want a blow pop.
if I'm at the bar with my fellas, and I be like, shit, this round on me, what niggas drinking? The first nigga to say blow pop, okay, he gets nothing. So now, you know what I'm saying? What the rest of y'all drinking?
Right.
A nigga better not be like, yeah.
Everybody except him. That guy.
Give me a sex on the beach, nigga. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, come on.
Like, give him a shot.
Man, get this nigga the strongest motherfucking alcohol y'all got back there. Sex on the beach?
Yeah, he need a shot of Everclear.
I got a question for y'all too. Have you ever paid for pussy? Like, just okay with me?
I have.
Yeah,
But look.
and it's the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
And how did you? I mean, like, how
You
did you?
feel?
So look,
I feel
How did y'all
immediately
even do that?
stupid.
Like, did y'all say it? Or y'all just gave her, left it on the dresser.
I could count on one hand, how many times I actually like did that. The first time I did it, I was 17. Like my old dude, people used to be throwing these parties, and this lady, every party I went to, this older lady was there. I'm like, this bitch cold. Like,
Thinking what you did.
I'm like,
Thinking
I'll
what you
hit her next one we go to. I'll pay, and that's when I found out, like, damn, I gotta pay you to go in this room too. Like, god damn, but I did. But that was my issue, like with my cousin. I was talking about when we used to be out the way. He was like, everybody I deal with be like 9-10 years older than me, like everybody. So when we would be out and about, you got to think I'm probably 18, 19 out of town with these niggas. They like, damn, he young. His favorite saying was like, he young, but he got grown man power. Used to be like, do not tell him that I got no money. I'm like, they're gonna like me for me. I said, don't even say that. Let them call me young and watch how the night go.
Right.
I used to have grown women playing on phones, like, but it was funny to me, like, cause you underestimate a nigga because of his age, and he putting it down colder than this nigga that's older than, you know what I'm saying? You can't underestimate nobody. Like,
Connection is everything.
Yeah, I used to always tell them, don't even speak on money but that's what they did. We getting money, we doing this, don't do that when it come to me. Don't even speak on me when it come to no money.
Man, I hate that.
I think it's something that women can turn on and off. I think we need to use that for our topic because I ain't gonna lie. In my 20s, I used to see my friends who would, get paid to, and they won't necessarily be doing the thing, but
I love the way she talks.
Doing the
thing.
But I mean, they would be like sugar baby.
I remember on Strictly
And
Business
I'm
for your thingy. You remember that movie?
I'm like, well, how you? Cause see, when I tried to do it, and I'm not talking about just tried to like, I'm gonna give it up and you gonna pay me. No, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a sugar baby. Attempt to try, and it was too involved. And so when I would ask one of my friends that would do it, I'd be like, is it something that you just turn on? Or is it like, how do you hold yourself together to please this man that you don't like in order to get something paid for?
This is how I look at it. A dude has no fucking problem asking you for pussy, so you should have no fucking problem asking him for money.
But that road should be go both ways.
Yeah, listen,
because
I don't know about that road.
Listen, that's the thing. A woman to get offended when a nigga be like, shit, well, what's up? Like, I'm trying to. It's funny you asked to get your hair done because I was thinking about I want some of that pussy.
Yeah, I mean,
nigga, don't come at me like that. Well, why the fuck?
Why would you come at me?
Exactly.
How you feel that comfortable coming at me asking me about money?
Exactly.
And all you can say is no.
All you can say is no.
And this is we just gonna argue.
And it ain't nothing I
and
never
I'ma
heard
tell you,
before.
It was so crazy. The same lady that told me about the gym shoes when I was in my 20s, she was like, a nigga that can't be used is useless. Remember that. She's like, whatever you remember. Remember, a nigga that can't be used
Well,
is
she
useless.
set you up, honey.
That was one of them. Sometimes you gotta use what you got to get what you want. She was watching
Right.
Players Club.
Right,
Yes.
right. I know, but I just think that some women have that where they can turn it on. And for example, and I don't know this girl like that, but Lori Harvey. Now, to me, I think she has something that she could turn on that makes her attract certain men and makes them do certain things for her. If she turned that off and just became, I'm going to just settle down with one guy, then that's another. I think she could do that as well. But for me, I've tried to go deep within it, and it ain't there because my patience. You want me to do what? You want me to
Okay,
what?
so I got a question. So is it tricking if it's somebody that you already dealt with or had sexual relationship with, and they give you money for that same service? Just maybe y'all ain't did it in years and y'all don't do it no more. They like, well, shit, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's not awkward.
Yeah.
I mean,
But if y'all
maybe y'all
already did it already,
maybe y'all don't want to
But
revisit the
so we
whole.
friends, and I'm gonna just be like, listen.
Y'all
I
already
need-
did
I
that.
need my-
But y'all
I
had
need
sex
my-
before.
Hold on. I'm gonna be like, listen, my phone bill is due. Can we just do it and you paid $78?
No, mate. I mean,
You might need a better way of saying it.
I'm like, how
You
that
got it.
$78, he might pay 2 months.
Right.
listen, no, I can't.
But you gotta finesse me. At this point in my life, you do gotta finesse me and trick me.
I guess that's
I
what-
can't
I
just
don't
pay
say
for
that.
it flat out. It's gonna have to be a bill or something.
Listen,
And I'm being like, no.
Hey, look, I know this one guy, right? All you gotta do is let your kids meet him, and y'all got him. He gonna look out.
Who was that guy?
This one nigga I know.
Now you said it earlier. You was like, you like dealing with women who got their own. And what I realized is because I got my own, dudes have no problem doing for me because they be
Yeah.
like, you got it, you don't need my money.
Exactly.
Exactly.
When a guy feel like you got it and you established and you don't need him, it's like, okay, that's his way to kind of make you woo you, but at the same time, it's
I
kind of
think
like
that's dumb. I think that is dumb.
You
I think that is very dumb.
Why?
Why would you not help a person that needs help? That
But-
makes zero sense.
Okay, me and you had this conversation.
Whatsoever.
Me and you had this conversation a couple weeks ago, remember? I would feel more comfortable giving a female, if a female, a friend, whatever, we messing around, we used to mess around. If she called me and she need a couple dollars, she needs some help, that's cool. But can I call her in the same instance when I'm saying, when I'm down,
Yes.
can I get a couple dollars out too? You know
No,
what I'm saying?
there's different
Not in most
seasons.
cases.
There's different
Not even.
seasons.
But
Not in most cases.
females
It's
have
different
they have
seasons.
money. They have say a female just down on her. She down for the moment right now. She just needs some help. She had to take care of some shit. The money then ran a little low, so she needs some help. They'd be up though. Most females ain't gonna just give a nigga no money.
No, I
That's not
disagree
necessarily
because
true.
I'm dealing.
I said
with,
most.
I've dealt with somebody that was in a down season, and I looked out because I feel like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Right.
Exactly.
We like
Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would surprise you and do something nice for you. You might have a bill, and I might be like, okay, baby, I already took care of that. Don't worry.
right. Like,
So,
But
But if
I'm
you,
different.
what if
What's
you
that
bump,
mean?
But if you bump into a begging ass female who just always got her hand out, she just always need. What the fuck I need you around me for?
listen,
Okay.
I promise you, my cousin dating a girl.
girl, your
And-
cousins, they woo.
I got a bunch of boy cousins. He got a sugar baby, right? So he met her, and she went to Miami for Memorial Day. I said, leave that bitch alone. He had just met her. She was about to get evicted. He helped her pay her rent, some other bills, and I was like, listen, leave that bitch alone. She young. I said, she went to Miami knowing she's about to get evicted.
She took that money. She took her rent money and went to Miami.
I mean, you behind 3 months. You went to Miami and you about to get evicted. Your bills behind. What in the hell even made you go out of town? Because you clearly had to go broke. And you coming back home now to an eviction letter. Like, I said, leave that bitch alone because she ain't going to be nothing but a bill every week. And she has been nothing but a bill.
So what y'all think about this? So me and my uncle was talking. Me and uncle was on the phone today, G, and I was saying like, so you know how the stereotype women say men are intimidated by the career-driven, strong woman that's making things happen. Like most men are intimidated by that, so they stray away from it. But you have a lot of women out here that rather get a man that they can hang something over, that they can do something for him, to think that they gonna change him. But all they doing is putting them in a position to use them until they can't no more.
Yeah.
So I feel like women are intimidated by the same thing that y'all think men are intimidated by. I think that should go both ways.
I agree. I think that when a strong woman dates a guy that's not on her level, 9 times out of 10,
She thinks she can control.
yeah, you can control. She want to control him. She want to build a nigga. She want him under her. She feel like I'm taking care of him or I'm doing this for him. So now he got to be here all the time. Because all women want is time and attention.
Yeah.
So if I'm paying for you, I'm cooking for you, and I'm taking care of you, she wants you there.
And she behind the PlayStation 5 for him.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, I tell people I need somebody stronger than me, and it ain't necessarily got to be financial. Like your bag might not even be big as mine, but if you stronger than me and I trust you to lead me, I'm cool with that.
It ain't nothing.
That's like your homegirl, the judge.
And that's what I'm saying.
She
just
trusts
like
that man.
He works. I'm telling you, he not touching what she does as a judge. But they're happy together. Two
That's all
dogs,
that matters.
all of that. And so that's what I'm saying. Like people be like, well, you don't have a whole bunch of money, but wait till I have my Netflix show. Then what y'all gonna do?
I had an ex that told me like we used to live together. Like I couldn't stand you like when it was time for the bills to be done. Like we both was paying. I'm not saying I just was paying all the bills, but she like you used to put so much responsibility on me. Like you'd give me the money and expect me to do it. Like I hated you, but like I was in the street, so if something happened to me, like I felt like we building character. Like we know each other can hold shit down. If the way I was moving, who's to say that I wouldn't have went to jail or anything could have happened. We know you could have held shit down, but I'm thinking I'm talking about we pull in the driveway, don't pull this close on cars, this, that, and the third. Everything, I'm talking about we grew up together, so anything I knew, I'm shooting it her way if she like clueless to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking this is me helping the situation. It was like, nah, nigga, you was making. I said I couldn't. I still to this day think that was an excuse, because I don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
It could have been an escape.
Yeah, because I want a dude to teach me something, and it ain't necessarily got to be some business stuff. It could be just common sense, the street sense. Like I can't deal with nobody I can't learn from.
like I'm not getting in the car with you, and like I keep saying the drive through because. You know, some drive-thrus you can be able to move out. Don't pull right up on nobody bumper. You
Right.
don't know what the fuck going on. You might need to pull off. I might have to up my shit. You might have to drive where I'm shooting. You just don't know.
Don't
That's
listen.
true.
But
Where do y'all go get y'all food from?
The world. You can go to West.
Is it?
Because I'm about to say you go to West Bloomfield and have to deal with some shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're currently in Detroit Heights, so
Listen, but the realest stuff. My mama, my daddy, alphabets. They did the alphabet thing, and they used to always tell me, don't go to the club and close it down. You don't work there. Most people get drunk and they want to fight. The shooting happened around 2 o'clock, so I'm leaving around 1. When my friends be like, I'm staying, bitch, I don't work here. And I'm not about to shut it down. And when I go somewhere, like he said, I'm not on nobody bumper. I'm paying attention to what's going around on me. My house is like Mortal Kombat.
Keisha, we was just at a place
When you
that was
jumping,
closed.
when you jumping in
And
out
we
of
was
lane,
sitting in there.
That's different, though.
attention.
But that's something
All that.
that
That
that's
shit
something
crazy.
that, like me and Tom just talked about that like a couple of months ago. I was telling him, I'm like, bro, we ain't gotta always be on the scene when we go out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be the livest niggas in the club, and we ain't gotta shut the club down. Let's get the fuck up out of here. Let's go have a good time. We here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
Let's have us a good time and get the fuck on up out of here.
Bloop.
But going back to what you was talking about with old girl, my ex, I had a situation like that, but it used to be mentally draining sometimes. I'd be like, dog, I gotta think for the whole fucking house. This shit is irritating me. Like, I'm tired of teaching right now, man. Like, some of this shit you should already know.
And that was the thing that threw me for a loop, because I'm thinking, nigga, you instilling shit in me and vice versa, because I'm actually learning how to be domesticated with this motherfucker. Like, all I know is rip and run and do what I do. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? So we both learning. So I was really learning, and you was mad that you was like, you know what I'm saying?
You was learning. You was
But
making
that
it
shit,
learn.
I bet you that shit work and still stick to this day. I bet you that much.
Yeah, that's true. So, go ahead.
What's the moral of the story, y'all?
Stop asking people what they bring to the table. Just
I
accept
can't
people
do
for
that.
who they
I
are.
can't.
I
I got too much on my table to take somebody that ain't got shit.
Yeah, because I don't want you to sit and bring down the property value of my table.
That part, I got too much on mine.
No, you're not gonna bring down property value of my table.
But just
and
by
I got 6 kids. I don't need no more.
just by
Listen.
dealing with somebody though, you can tell what they bring to the table. You ain't really gotta have that
You
conversation.
don't have
That's
to
in
have
my
that
eyes.
conversation.
Yeah, like I was
But
dating a dude that we was out. We was out of town. He didn't got a booth. He didn't bought bottles. And I'm like, okay, we having fun. Night over, he's drunk as hell. He stick me with the bill. I'm like, glad I got it, but after that I was like, oh nah. That's why I got to date
Y'all
somebody.
want time together?
Yeah, that's why I was like,
I hope he didn't listen. That's not pay. So you pay for the D?
no, I'm not about to be sitting here. Listen, I got it, and I'm not about to be sitting here looking stupid as hell trying to say you gonna pay the bill. No, it's paid.
But
Like,
Did you still give it?
Oh,
I'll cut
okay.
them the fuck out.
Oh, okay.
Like, bitch, what the fuck?
Damn.
You shouldn't have been ordering this stuff if you ain't have it. You was bidding on me.
Hey, I gotta get this out real quick too. We're talking about this what you bring to the table conversation. Females, when you have that conversation, don't say you are the table or you bringing the table. That's the dumbest shit ever. I can't stand that. The fuck you mean you the table?
And
I got a
chances
lot of
are,
mine.
9 times out of 10, if a nigga asks you what you bring to the table,
Amber, what you looking like that for?
he don't see you. He don't know
Because we
what
are
you
the
have.
table.
It's like,
We're
damn,
gonna talk
does
about
she
this off the
belong?
show because we running out of time. You ain't getting out of here that easy.
We are the table.
Y'all are the table.
I ain't
I mean, you know, they got
I got
all
a lot
kind of
on it.
tables. The folding table.
Yeah, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
fine.
You know what I'm saying? The
That's
flimsy
fine.
tables.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You know,
The family
some
dollar
tables
tables.
only deserve paper plates and plastic
Some of y'all
silverware.
came from tables.
You know what?
Yeah.
We are the
And look, and as we you right, and as we come from that table, we learn how to build and make a better table,
A stronger
on that
table.
one. And a stronger table for the person we
But
came
you
from.
first came from a table, right?
Exactly.
So we
But
are the table.
The object is I get
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
You're a rapper today.
Yeah.
Bars.
She got to close us out. 'cause
Hashtag bars, hashtag we finna go.
All right, let's go, man. We out of here. Check out Boyz, man. Like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube,
And bring-
Roku, TV.
And bring some chairs with them tables since y'all talking all that shit.
Yeah, since y'all are the table. Bring the goddamn dinnerware to the table, too. All right, y'all. We out of here, man. Check out Boyz. We holler at y'all next week.
Bye, guys.
D nigga. Wouldn't you like to be a D nigga too? And do what the D nigga